ahead, so I'd hurry if I were you. Get on
I
your
just want to
scooter.
point out, we're only charging for it because we have to pay for security and venue costs and everything. So because people don't work for free. So
Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. We're going to do our meet and greet over there in a few minutes, but I think maybe a good idea would be if anyone has questions for Ed, you can raise your hand. Christina or I will get to you wirelessly.
I do want to point out though, we are doing a meet and greet, so if any of the questions are, can I have a photo or something signed, we're going to be doing that.
You have a question right here? With your hand up while texting? Hold on, we'll come over to you. We'll come over to you.
Oh, about tonight? Yeah. No one's texted me.
I'll text you.
Sorry. Hi, okay.
Hey.
What is your favorite song?
Ever? Ever?
No, from
Oh,
now.
mine.
You can do ever. 'Cause that's
Ever? American Pie, Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. And off the album Thinking Out Loud.
Beautiful, beautiful choice.
Thank you. Who else has got a question? Stick up your hand and we'll get the microphone to you.
Over here.
Oh, you got one.
what's the proudest song you've ever written?
The song that I've been most proud of? 18, because it opened up loads and loads of doors, and like for me, as a songwriter, there's an award in England called an Ivor Novello Award, which is voted for by songwriters. It's the people on the panel are like Paul McCartney and Elton John, like loads of big songwriters, and I not only won that for the 18, but I beat Adele that year, which no one was beating Adele that year at anything. Like every time Adele was in your category at an award ceremony, you basically just went home early. But so that for me, that song and winning that award was one of my proudest moments. Yeah.
Who else got a question? One right here, Scott?
What's the best sign you've ever seen at one of your concerts?
The sign.
Yeah.
I don't know really. Oh no, yeah. No, the best, are we live on air at the moment?
I've not confirmed if we are or aren't. I believe we aren't.
Okay, we're not.
Maybe the G-rated.
I played. I'm gonna have to say it how it was. I played after Dolly Parton at Glastonbury, and there was a sign in the crowd saying Jolene was a slut. Which I think is because you know the Jolene song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just about Jolene taking a man. But that was the most memorable sign I saw in the crowd at one of my concerts. So, yeah. Hello.
Who else?
We got one here.
Hi, what song do you miss the most, like, performing from your last tour?
I never stop performing a song if I don't really like it anymore. Because if the songs that I stop performing are the ones that I'm kind of sick of because I've played it so much. So something like The City, I wrote The City when I was 17. It's just it doesn't move me anymore live, and I feel like when you're playing live, if it's a single and a hit, like, play it. But if it's just a song that's on the album, like, it's not, you don't have to play it, and if you're not going to give it the right energy, then you shouldn't play it anyway. So I'd much rather, now the new album's out, I'd much rather play the new songs that will excite people at work as well as still excite me. But I will always play the singles, because people do like hearing the songs.
I got you.
How did you make it big? We're like aspiring musicians, and I'm actually missing my dad probably to be here right now. But yeah, it's all right. No, it was so worth it. He surprised me with this, and we were wondering how you made it big.
It was a very, very gradual process, and it was just I'd like to say it was being in the right place at the right time, but I was also in the wrong place at the wrong time a lot of times. So I just made sure I was in every single place that I could be. So but it's true. If you put yourself in every situation, good or bad, eventually you're going to find yourself in the right place at the right time. So there was 4 years of just gigging and no one turning up to gigs. And I remember the thing that changed it for me was like the first or second gig that I did in London, I did in a church to 2 people. And one of them was a sound engineer, and one of them was his random guy sitting at a table. And I was quite young, so I was like, I'm still going to give it my all. And I got up on stage and played, and I was speaking to the dude afterwards, outside having a smoke. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm a A&R scout at the record label. And like, never heard from the dude again. Like, never like kept in touch, but in my mind I was like, if I did a gig to 2 people, and one of them was a sound engineer and the other one was the record label, I didn't know, then wherever I am, I've got to make sure that, I put on my best performance, because you never know who's in the audience, and then sometimes doesn't work, and sometimes it does work. And thankfully, there was a few times where I was in the right place at the right time, and it led me to be here. So yeah, that's my answer.
One more.
We can do a few more. Absolutely. Let's say five more. Five more is a big number. But, yes, I think Jamaica was actually my first. I think it was my first ever #1 single in Jamaica. Jamaica's one of those weird countries where you just kind of like hear that you're big there, and you're like, really? Yes, I would love to go to Jamaica. I'd love to tour Jamaica. I would have to go with factor 110 sunscreen and an umbrella. But yeah, no, I'd love to. I'd love to. The Caribbean is such a beautiful place, so yeah, it'd be cool.
Her question very similar to mine. I was just going to ask you, where is your favorite place performing? Or have you ever been, like, any countries?
Do you know what? I love touring in general, and even if I'm not in a good mood and I play a show, it brings me up. So wherever I am is usually good. But I really want to tour in South America. I've never touched South America yet, just because we haven't ever rooted there on tour. And I've got to a point where one of my friends said, you know you've made it when all your tweets are Spanish, and like in my mentions, 9 out of 10 tweets are just like, ¿Qué pasa? So I know that there's some sort of fan base in South America, so I'd like to go there and see what's happening. Yeah.
What's the inspiration for all the music you write? Like, where do you find it?
The inspiration for the songs I write is just life, just people and experiences. You know, it's just like lyrically, there will just be certain things that I'm just trying to think of something. Like, oh yeah, so for instance, like I write down loads of lyrics here and there in my phone, and then when a song happens, I put it together. So in a song like I'm a Mess, there's a line in the chorus that no one gets, and everyone thinks is a bit weird, where it says, put your faith in my stomach, which everyone thinks is a bit strange, but I had that line for a while, and it basically meant I was in a situation in life where I just trusted my gut reaction, and I wanted the opposite person to trust my gut reaction as well, so that was put your faith in my stomach, and I had that line for a while, and then kind of put that together. So there's lots of stuff in life, and then little things pop up, and then you can just piece it together. It's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle.
I have 2 questions.
Go for it.
How young were you when you wrote your first song?
11. How young were you when you wrote your first song?
I feel like sharing, actually.
Okay. Legend. Second question.
How did you get Rupert Grint for your music video Lego House?
Good question, actually. Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy, started following me on Twitter in 2010, and I was like, yeah, he was like my first like well-known fan, and I was like, yes, mate. And then like things started to take off, and I just never wanted to be in my music videos because I don't really like the whole. I don't like my picture being taken, basically. Which is, I'm in the wrong job for it, basically. But yeah, I get quite awkward with cameras and stuff like that, especially when you have to do the same scene over and over and over again. So the first video was the A-Team, and I made a little cameo. The second video was You Need Me with the sign language. So the third video, they were like, Ed, you're going to have to be in this video, you have to be. And I was like, well, what if I can get Rupert Grint to play me? And they were like, sure, yeah, if you can get Rupert Grint to play me. So I messaged Tom on Twitter, and I was like, if you have Rupert's agent's details, put me in touch. And it turned out Rupert and his sisters were fans. So what we did is I put a gig on where he lived and invited his family down, and we shot the music video that day. So it was kind of like I duped them to come in and then shot the music video at the same time. So yeah, it worked. I'm not in charge of the microphone. Sorry.
Hi. What do you miss most about home, being that you're on the road a lot?
My friends and family, but the thing is, like, even if I was at home now, my friends aren't at home because they're all off travelling as well. So, to be honest, I only miss home at Christmas when everyone's back. Like, I usually work up until like the 20th, 21st, and then everyone's home from like the 4th. So that period is when I get the most homesick. But this year I've got that period off, so happy days. Yeah.
Brilliant, mate. 2 more?
You can do whatever you want, I mean.
Tips for pale people?
Tips for pale people. Embrace it, because we are coming back. Seriously. The amount of ginger dudes I've seen with girlfriends recently is very impressive. Right there, that's what I'm saying. Sunscreen is always good. Sunscreen the back of your legs when you swim, because I made that mistake in Australia and I couldn't walk for a couple of days because it seizes up. Do you know those big umbrellas that they have on pub tables? Or bar tables? The big ones. Make sure you have one of them you can carry around with you, just in case. Like, because you never know when you're going to need one of them. Yeah. And yeah, use antiperspirant because you sweat a lot. Cool.
One back here.
Yo.
How does it feel to hear yourself on the radio?
I don't know. I don't know really. Because whenever I hear a song on the radio, it's a bit like, it's a bit old hat now because it's kind of been happening for the last 3 years. So there's not the same. But there was a weird point, like America and England and like the usual countries where you hear on the radio. It's a bit like, oh cool, because I work with radio stations to get the songs on the radio, so it's kind of what you expect. But I was in Marrakesh the other day, in the mountains, eating at this like family's hut, and they cooked tagine in a thing, and like they had their radio on, and it was all Moroccan music. And then suddenly A-Team comes on, and I'm like, that's a bit weird. Like, so in those situations, very very strange. But in like normal society, hearing it on the radio because it's a kind of give and take thing. You kind of like work to get the songs on the radio, and then you hear them on the radio. It's a bit like cool, job done. Whereas when you're in Marrakesh, you're like, it's a bit old. Cool. Anyone? We should probably go in the centre because you've been avoiding the centre.
I guess we need one.
I have a
On the outside.
Oh,
It's me. I'm good. If you could be any alcoholic beverage, what would you be?
A Corona.
ah, a classy man.
I can't actually. My answer is to a Corona. Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you afterwards. Yeah.
On that note,
Yeah.
I think we should raise the roof one more time for Ed Sheeran. Thank you so much, man. Let's be so much for coming. What I need you to do is line up. We're going to go about a banner there.